I'm Bill DeFoy. Welcome back to News Junkies. And we're visiting with Jennifer Cooper Finetry. She is the Executive Director of the Loving Hearts Hospice Foundation. And so we're going to be chatting with her in just a moment. Right now, we're inside the Union Hall of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. There's a reason for that. They're helping to sponsor a golf tournament to benefit Loving Hearts Hospice. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But right now, Jennifer, welcome back in here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, you've been with us before, but for those that may not have heard your story, let's talk a little bit about Loving Hearts and what they do.
Sure. We are a local community-based nonprofit. We're housed in Moore Park, but we cover all of Ventura County and West LA. And we help patients and families with end-of-life care. And that can range from caregiving, hospice, home health, transportation, burial assistance, medications not covered by insurance. I like to say that we're very small and unique, and if there's a unique need that a family has, we try to accommodate that.
Well, you mentioned unique. Now, give us some examples of some of those unique needs that families might run across in the final hours and days and weeks and months of a loved one.
Well, you know, Bill, I think that we all like to think that we're going to leave this earth and have all the resources that we need, and that's not always true for all families. And so end-of-life care is very expensive, and so that's what the foundation does, is financially support patients and families for end-of-life care. And we have a very comprehensive team that includes a medical director, so that's a physician, a nursing team, social workers, home health aides, a chaplain, and then myself coming along through the foundation. So we hope that we can kind of come alongside a family and take them through those final days and hours.
Now, do you have in-home care as well as people that have perhaps a resident program where they might be housed with your organization?
We do both, yes. So we can do in-home hospice and home health care. We can do it in the hospital setting. We can do it at a skilled nursing facility. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that we have a beautiful 10-bed facility in Moore Park. And I can tell you that there's a great shortage of beds for hospice patients. I don't think that Ventura County is unique in that. And we have a beautiful facility. I would invite anybody to come out and look at it. It's a beautiful home that's been converted with 10 beds. And it is, I mean, when I first walked through myself the first time, I thought, this is where I want my end of my life to be. It's beautiful.
That's wonderful. We're going to come back a little bit later on and give out the information for Loving Hearts and how you can get a hold of them and give out the website, phone numbers, and all of that. But right now, coming up in October, you're doing a golf tournament. Tell us about that.
We are. We're so excited. We did a golf tournament last year. We've done a couple of golf tournaments, but we're so excited this year that the Electrical Workers Union and the Charitable League chose us as a charity partner. So we're collaborating together this year, and along with the Ventura Vet Center. We're very excited.
Wonderful. Now, this is going to be staged in October, on October the 10th, I understand.
Correct. Yes. Saturday, and it's at the Buenaventura Golf Course. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about it later, but we are filling up. So if folks want to get in, contact us right away.
Wonderful. And we're going to give you the contact information at the end of our time together. But it sounds like it's going to be a great event, and there's a fee, of course, associated with getting involved. What is that fee, and what does it cover?
So it's $100 per golfer, and that covers your 18 holes of golf, your cart, all your amenities for the day. So breakfast, lunch, we're having a barbecue lunch afterwards, all the contests. We have an amazing hole-in-one contest. Can I talk about that? You
can.
Okay. Kirby Auto Group has come alongside us, and they are sponsoring a $10,000 hole-in-one. And so we will have obviously somebody on that hole. I'm not sure what hole it is yet because I'm not a golfer, so I'm not up on all that. But so if somebody hits a hole-in-one, it's a 50-50 split. So $5,000 will go to the charities and $5,000 will go to the golfer.
Wow, everybody benefits.
Everybody benefits.
Wonderful. Well, we're going to come back to you in a little bit and give out the contact information, and we're going to turn to a couple of guys, Kevin Green and Don Letney, who are with the Electrical Union, and we're going to talk about their involvement in the Charitable Activities League.
Wonderful.
All right, stay with us right here on News Junkies. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back to News Junkies. Right now, we're going to be visiting with Kevin on my left, that's Kevin Green, and Don Letney here on my right. And they're part of the Charitable Activities League with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. And so I'm going to start with Don. He's the president of the Charitable Activities League. And Don, you've put together, well, along with the organization and Kevin and everybody else that's involved, with a golf tournament coming up for Loving Hearts Hospice Foundation. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Activities League. Why was it formed? What is your purpose?
Well, Kevin was the original founder and started the Charitable Activities League about 5 years ago. And it started with a group of people, with one of the members unfortunately passing away. And out of that led to the Charitable League that it is today. So Kevin has a probably better explanation.
All right, Kevin, I'll turn to you. Let's talk a little bit about the forming of the Charitable Activities League. Tell us what inspired the idea and how did you move forward with it?
Well, like Donnie said, about 5 years ago, there was a group of us, Brian Rice, Josh Placentia, myself, and James Hansmeyer. And we were sitting around and thought, well, let's have a golf tournament. Everybody golfs. And so from there, we brought it in front of the union to get their permission to have a golf tournament. And James Hansmeyer decided, well, why don't we do a charity thing and include a local charity? And so that's how the whole charity thing got started, was just with the golf tournament. And now it's grown into other activities that we do, horseshoe tournament and Dodger games and other such things like that.
And so this is to benefit the membership of the electrical union, or is it community-wide, like helping with Jennifer?
No, we've never taken any money for the union. This is strictly for charities, for local Ventura County charities. We've in the past donated to Food Share, Boys and Girls Club, and then last year we did it for the Ventura Vet Center. The veterans here, they would do counseling, job placement, and they help get insurance for local vets. And this year it was great having the Hospice Foundation and Jennifer join us, and that's helped us immensely.
Wonderful. And in the future, do you have any other organizations that you might be targeting to help out?
Right now, we're just open to anything. And, you know, we're looking at helping local union brothers that, you know, unfortunately pass away too early, or other, you know, other charities that are in Ventura County.
Now, I'm going to shift gears just a moment, guys, because, and we didn't really talk about it beforehand, but what does it take to become an electrician, and what is the career path an individual must take to get from point A to point B?
Let Donnie take that easy.
We start out with a 5-year apprenticeship program. During that time, you go to school 2 nights a week, and then you acquire hours on the job training. So you accumulate your hours in school and your on the job training for 5 years. Then you take your journeyman license testing, and then your journeyman electrician. Once you're in your first year, you make it through a probation period. Then you're sworn into the local, and your benefits and everything begin from there.
And so how does the local help these people that are starting out as the apprentice and on to a journeyman and then a full electrician?
Well, the apprenticeship model is one of the oldest models that we have. It's we have accumulated all of the experience from our past, or the people from our past, and they pass it down to us in the apprenticeship. It's a great model. It gives you save a lot of headache by being able to be taught, and the culture in the union is that way. We take a lot of pride in our work, and we want to be the best in our trade.
Excellent. If people wanted more information about how to become involved in the apprenticeship program and become an electrician, do you have some kind of a mentoring program?
We have websites, and then, of course, you're always welcome to come to the hall. And once, either at the hall or at the apprenticeship, you can walk in, and they take applications at the apprenticeship, and they also take applications here at the hall.
Wonderful. Can you give us the website?
I can. It's IBEW952.org.
.org. All right, very good. Well, gentlemen, I thank you so much, Kevin Green and Don Letney. We're going to come back with Jennifer Finitry in just a moment, and we're going to wrap this all up right here on News Junkies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome back. Bill DeFoy with you. Jennifer Cooper Finitry rejoins me right now, and we're going to put kind of a wraps on what we've been talking about with this golf tournament coming up on Saturday, October the 15th, or 2015, that is. And Jennifer, you're with Loving Hearts Hospice Foundation. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you for your website presence and a phone number.
Sure, I'm happy to do that. Our website is lovinghhfoundation.com. And then our local phone number is area code 805-222-4673.
Wonderful. Jennifer, as always, you have activities coming up in the future. Let us know. We're happy to promote them for you.
Happy to do that.
Wonderful. And thank you for joining us. I'm Bill DeFoy with News Junkies, a production of the Heritage Media Group.